I always give away too much. It's like I've got no sense of touch. I'm always pouring out my heart, no little by little here.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Stae Hall, and welcome to another video, Living Life with Stae. To all of my returning Lifer Tribe members, thank you for being here. You know I love you guys to bits and pieces. And if you're new to the channel, welcome, and go ahead and consider hitting that subscribe button so that you can be a permanent part of the Lifer Tribe. So today, guys, I thought it might be fun just to sit and chit and chat about my must-haves for my skincare from head to toe in the summer. I am packing for a trip to Hawaii, and I was getting all my toiletries and skincare together, and I thought it might be fun just to talk about the things that I use to make sure that I keep my skin in its best possible state during the hot summer months. I am someone who loves to be outside. I love to be in the water. I love to lounge and just bask in the sun, but it's not necessarily the best thing for my skin. And so with that in mind, I make sure that I take the extra steps to keep my skin hydrated. For me, hydration is the key from head to toe. And so I just wanted to go through a couple of the products, well, a lot of the products that I use to make me feel good about how I am repairing my skin, keeping my skin hydrated, even though I know I'm going to be out in the sun. Now, this video isn't necessarily specific to these brands. It's not a sponsored video. These are just the brands that I use, but whatever brand you like, I'm sure you can find very similar products that will do the same job. This is more just about educating you, giving you some tips just to make sure that you are taking care of taking care of your skin while you're out there in the sun. So I'm gonna start with the face and then move on to the body, but don't hold me to that because I might skip something and have to come back. But these are things that I use on almost a daily basis, because in the summertime I tend to do my facial skincare as well as my body skincare kind of morning, noon, and night. Definitely like when I'm on vacation or I've been out back in the pool all day, I come in, like if I got in the pool at 10 o'clock in the morning and I stay out there until about 1 o'clock or whatever, I'm going to come in, I'm going to take a shower, I'm going to do my skincare. I'm not going to wait until night because I've been out there in those UV rays for hours and I just want to replenish my skin. So let's just get into it. So the first thing that we do, of course, is we want to make sure that we are cleansing our face. In the summertime, I don't wear as much makeup. But I do wear a little makeup, and you know, your skin just gets dirty just from being out in the elements. You got to make sure that you keep your pores clean and all of that. But I don't use a lot of heavy products. I tend to use things that are a lot lighter in the summer than what I use in the fall and the winter. But the first thing we want to make sure is that if we do have any makeup, that we are cleansing it from our skin and our pores completely. And I have found that this Fenty Skin Melt Off is the bomb for getting that makeup off. I mean, it literally melts it off. And I use one of the Face Off skin cleansing towels, and you can just see in one swipe all of that makeup just melting right off when it comes to this. Once you use this, you really feel like your skin is clean because the makeup is gone. But of course, you know, you need to go to the next step of coming behind that with a cleanser. And in the summertime especially, the Cetaphil is my go-to because, again, I don't wear a lot of makeup, so I don't want anything that's really going to be real heavy. I'm trying to make sure that I'm keeping my skin light and open and airy, and this Cetaphil does the job for me. It's a really gentle cleanser. It's a really light cleanser. But it's free of all of the things that we don't want. So the parabens, the sulfate, all of that, it doesn't have that. This isn't a foaming, sudsy type of cleanser. And I know some people just have to see the bubbles, have to see the suds. But I'm telling you, I've been using this for years and it really does the job. So once I cleanse my face, then of course we need some sort of toner. And I have been loving this Real Complexion Skin Essence Toner. It's moisturizing, skin glowing, skin boosting, and skin balancing, which is very important, and skin softening. And it's just very, very light, a wonderful toner, and it just gets your skin balanced, because once you've cleansed it and kind of stripped it from certain things, you want to make sure that you're getting it back in balance and putting the good things back in it. Another thing that I do in the summer a lot is my exfoliation for my skin. Love this Volition Turmeric Brightening Polish. This stuff is amazing. It's an exfoliator, but it's not super rough, which we don't want, but it's just enough to take off any of that dry, dead skin. Because again, we're out there baking in the sun. We are cooking. That's what sunburn is. And you know, your skin tends to peel. So you want to make sure that you're not letting that dry skin, that dead skin build up. And as we get older, ladies, and you know, us 50 plus girls, things just aren't the same as when we were younger, and our skin doesn't like turn over like it used to when we were younger. It builds up. So you want to make sure I exfoliate 3 times a week all year round. And this one is just really light, and it does the job for me. But of course, again, we're removing, so we want to make sure that we replenish. And so I love a good sheet mask. Now, you know I love my Fenty Cookies and Clean, and that's my go-to all fall and all winter, but it's a heavier mask. It's a charcoal mask, and it just doesn't give me that cooling effect that I like in the summer. So I love these sheet masks. This is called Stay Calm, and it's a soothing sheet mask, and it is aloe infused. Aloe is so healing, so cooling. Awesome for the summertime. Awesome to give your skin that cool, refreshing feeling that you need, that replenishing feeling after being out in the sun. I'm telling y'all, get you a nice aloe sheet mask, or they probably have aloe masks that come in gel or whatever. I just prefer the sheet mask because you just put it on your face and it just feels wonderful. But you need some aloe on your skin after you've been in the sun. I also love, love, love in the summertime a good deep hydration skin mist. And this facial mist has rose, aloe, and hyaluronic acid. And of course, you know we always need some hyaluronic acid in our skincare. I use this like all day, every day in the summer, and I'm not even lying. Like every time I go into my bathroom, I am spraying my skin. So a good rose water, a good aloe skin mist, it just keeps your skin hydrated. It keeps it looking youthful. It keeps it glowing, and you can put it on anytime. You know, just spray it on, and it's just gonna let your skin kind of drink in all of that moisture. Absolutely wonderful, and it is a must-have. I keep this in my beach bag. Like if we're going out on the boat, on the catamaran, by the pool, I'm not lying, y'all. This stuff is the bomb. It's really like a tall glass of water for your skin. Absolutely love it. Another thing that I use, or another 2 things that I use, are my serums. And this is a hyaluronic acid serum. Definitely use this every night. Definitely use this under makeup. It's just awesome just to repair your skin. And then of course, you know, we always need a good vitamin C serum. We have to make sure we're getting our vitamins and minerals, and we're taking them in for our body on the inside, but our skin needs those vitamins and minerals as well. And so finding a good serum, a good hyaluronic acid, a good vitamin C is going to just keep your skin with that youthful glowing. You don't want that dried out, burnt out, you know, just dull skin looking like, okay, she's been in the sun too much. We just want to look sun kissed. We don't want to look sunburnt. And so these things will definitely help you with that. Also, instead of doing a heavy foundation, like I said, I don't do a lot of makeup in the summer, and so I kind of kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I love this Maybelline Dream BB. Oh my gosh, this is a 2-in-1 SPF and tinted moisturizer. So it gives your skin that nice glow. You get a little bit of coverage. It is blurring. It covers the things that we don't want people to see, but it's not heavy, but it also has that SPF in it. And this is broad spectrum SPF 30, and I do mine in a 130 medium, but it does come in an array of different shades, but it's also very forgiving because it's not a heavy foundation. It's not heavily pigmented. It's kind of like your skin but better type of thing, and perfect, especially just for like the daytime. You're going to brunch, you're just hanging out, you're not doing a full, glam look. This is perfect because it keeps you from clogging up your pores, piling everything on, and it gives you that just little bit of sun-kissed glow that you're looking for in the summertime, but it has your SPF built in. But if you don't want to go that route, I also love the Olay Moisturizer Complete, and it's also SPF, but this one is an SPF 15. I like a little bit more SPF during the day, but this would be my go-to in the evening for date night because, even though it may be the sun is going down, maybe there's an overcast, those UV rays are still out there. So I protect my skin day and night. So just say we're going on a little evening, sunset cruise, or if we're going to go have dinner out on a patio somewhere, I still want to make sure that I have my SPF, but I can knock it down to the SPF 15. And I've been using this for years, and the Olay, it does the job. Your makeup glides on perfectly, so this is another go-to for me. Now, one thing with the skincare and the SPF and everything that I don't think a lot of people think about, and to be quite honest with you, I didn't think about it either until the last couple of years, is protecting your lips with SPF. We're not going to necessarily put our tinted moisturizer on our lips. We don't want to put a heavy sunscreen on our lips because you'll be tasting that stuff. So I have found that this Banana Boat lip balm, and this is SPF 45, is awesome. It's just that nice little coconut, whatever type of smell and flavor, nothing too heavy. It doesn't taste chemically because even though, it's not like you're putting it on your lips and eating it right off, but if you go to drink something or eat something, a lot of times you taste your lip gloss or whatever, and so you don't want those straight up sunscreens on your mouth. But this Banana Boat, perfect. And I didn't think about it, like I said, till a couple of years ago, and I was in Mexico and out on a catamaran, and I was not taking care of my skin the way I needed to. I had actually, true story, cooked myself by following some poor advice and putting coconut oil all over myself to get the maximum tan. Y'all, I looked like a rotisserie chicken out there, and my lips burned and blistered as well. And so it took a while for my lips to come back to normal. Like, it was weeks and they were still feeling cracked and dry. It felt like my lips were just gonna split wide open. And that's when I realized, once I decided to take my skincare more seriously, make sure I was always protected with SPF, I found this lip balm to protect my lips as well. So I don't know, I'm sure there are a lot of other brands that have the lip balm with SPF, but my go-to is the Banana Boat with SPF 45. And it is even higher than on my face because that skin on your lips is very sensitive, it's very thin. And so I want them protected as much as possible because that's another thing. As we age, everything ages. Your lips will start to get fine lines and wrinkles and crack. And so we want to make sure that we are protecting that skin. So this is my go-to. So I think we are all finished with the face. Oh no, of course I have my Dior Lip Glow Lip Oil. Again, all about keeping them moisturized, and I love this lip oil because, again, with the makeup, we want to go a little lighter, so it just has that little tint of pink, and it comes in an array of different shades, but they're all very light, but it has that nice oil infusion that just keeps your lips feeling plump and moisturized. And so I do this in the evenings when I don't feel like I necessarily need the SPF 45. This is great for the evenings, and it still gives you that little cute kissable look without it being real heavy and it doing its job. So I think officially that is it for the face. So let's move on to the body. Of course, just like the skin, we want to cleanse our body. And so I have two different go-to body washes that I love, love, love in the summer. One I use mostly in the day for my daytime and morning showers, and one at night. And so the first one, y'all, I have been using this literally, I feel like, since high school. This Neutrogena rain bath, perfect. The smell, the fragrance is so light. It definitely does the job. It has the things that you need. I mean, Neutrogena is one of my go-to brands because it's been around forever and I've used it forever. But this rain bath, I'm telling you, if you have never tried it, it is a game changer in the shower. And the fragrance is just so clean, but it's not strong at all. And it's not just a cleanser. It is also helping to keep your skin balanced. And I could go on and on about this because I have literally been using this for at least 30 years, if not more. And I've never switched up. And you see, I get mine from Sam's Club, and I probably have about 4 of these in my closet right now because I never ever want to run out. Like, this is one of the things that I worry about. Like, what if they stop making it? Because there's also a bath oil that I was completely obsessed with for years, but it's hard to find now. Like, they don't sell it at Sam's Club. I can find it at Target once in a while. I can find it Walmart once in a blue moon, Amazon once in a blue moon, but it's hit or miss. Like, I don't have it to show you right now, but I do have another oil that I might as well jump to that I have loved just as much, I think, as my Neutrogena, but it's this Aveeno Daily Moisturizer Body Oil Mist. Love this. I can't say I love it as much as I love my Neutrogena, but this is easier to find, and it definitely does the job. I put it on in the shower while I'm still damp, right after I cleanse with my rain bath, and I like it. It's really, really good. And it's again another light scent, so it's nothing heavy, and it just gives your body that moisturize, that hydration that you need. And so, and again, I do this while I'm still damp before I'm completely dry, and I use it with this. Now, my nighttime bath wash or body wash is by Philosophy, and I absolutely love it. Again, you can see it's another one that I have a big old vat of, and I got this from QVC, and it actually came in a set. Well, do you want to call it a set when it's 3 pieces, but a 3-piece. I love Philosophy, and if you're a bubble girl, if you like a lot of suds, this is what that is. But this is in the fragrance Jasmine, and I love it, love it, love it for bath time. I mean, bedtime and bath time. And because it's also like a bubble bath, you can use it as a shampoo. Of course, you know, us natural curly girls, we can't just be using any and everything for shampoo. But as far as your body wash, love it. Again, another light scent, but it's really, really, really like calming and soothing. So this is more what I use for my nighttime baths. And it also has the body cream. And y'all, I have to show y'all this cream and how thick it is. Look at that cream. It looks like you could eat it. It looks like a sundae topping. When I tell you, and it smells so good. But again, it's light. I'm not a real heavy fragrance person, but I like a nice fragrance, but I like it to be light. And so I usually use this at bedtime because the oils seem to be a little sticky sometimes when you're, you know, getting out of the bath and shower and getting right under the sheets. So I like to use these type of moisturizers, the cream moisturizers at night. And this one, definitely a game changer. Now again, in the summertime, I like my Jasmine fragrance, but I definitely recommend any of the Amazing Grace products from Philosophy. I mean, they have so many different fragrances, so you make your choice. The fragrance is not really the point here. It's about the products and what they do. And Philosophy uses high quality ingredients. They have been around forever. You can find them at Sephora. You can find them at Ulta. I like to shop them at QVC because you get the big jumbo sizes, and you can usually get them in sets, because this was this huge body wash, this huge body moisturizing cream, and then I also got the perfume, and you see how huge these are, and I got all 3 of these for like $70, so you can't beat it. So that's why I like to shop QVC, because if you got these individually, like at Sephora or somewhere, you'd probably be closer to paying about $120. But again, Philosophy, all of their fragrances. One of my favorites from them that I use like all year round is Falling in Love. Oh my gosh, it smells like sweet tarts. So good. So I suggest you check out Philosophy. Another thing that I make sure that I use as far as my body creams is this Bum Bum cream. Now, this one is more like during the day, going to the beach. I don't do my oils a lot if I'm going to be outside, to be honest with you, a lot, or getting in the pools or going to be on the beach, simply because it can draw heat and attract heat and cause you to burn. So if I'm going to be out and about at the pool, I like to use my Bum Bum cream, but of course I'm also going to use a sunscreen. And this is the sunscreen that I bought specifically. I have not used this one yet, so I'm just advocating for sunscreen, because this is not my normal. I normally use a banana boat sunscreen, but I was in a pinch and we needed a mineral-based sunscreen, which I had not used yet. But we're going to Hawaii and they are very, very serious about protecting the reef, protecting the coral, and they want you to have an organic mineral-based sunscreen. And so I had forgotten about it until yesterday or the day before, and I needed to get something real quick. So I have never used this brand, but this is biodegradable and cruelty-free sport mineral sunscreen, broad spectrum, SPF 45, and fragrance free. So again, cannot speak for this particular brand. It's called Alba Botanica, but what I'm telling you is you need to have sunscreen, and it needs to be SPF 30 or higher. And so I'll let y'all know if I can remember how I feel about this one. But again, this was something like I needed it, so I got it in a pinch. But sunscreen nonetheless, because like I said, this video isn't necessarily about the brands. It's about the products in whatever brand, just making sure that you're taking care of your skin. Something else that I do, just like with my face, I exfoliate my body, because if I'm getting dry, dead skin on my face, of course I'm getting it on the rest of my body. And I'm sure I've shown this to y'all before, because this is my go-to year-round, but it's the Shea Moisture Coconut and Hibiscus Illuminating Hand and Body Scrub. I use this from my neck to the bottom of my feet to get off any of that dry skin, any of that dead skin, just to make sure that my pores are open, because you want to make sure that you're keeping your skin hydrated, but you also want to make sure that there's no dead, dry skin building up to keep all the hydration from getting where you need it to be. So this is wonderful. I use it in the shower, and again, I exfoliate just like I do my face, my body, 3 times a week. And this is good. Oh my gosh. After you use this, your skin literally feels like silk, like your hand, excuse me, I swallowed and it went down the wrong pipe. And I hate when people say down the wrong pipe, because you only got one pipe. But anyway, y'all, once you use this, your skin feels like silk, like your hand just literally will slip off. So I definitely suggest y'all getting this. Another thing that I use in the summer a lot is my Lumi 72-hour odor control. Now, this may be TMI, but we all grown, and you know you sweat. And you know, in the summertime, at least for me, I don't have a whole lot to support up top, so I have the luxury of being able to put on my sundresses that are flowy and whatever, and I don't always necessarily have to wear a bra. And even if you do have on a bra, you know, anywhere where there is skin touching or skin rubbing, you can have sweat, and anywhere where there's sweat, you could potentially have odor. This Lumi Invisible Deodorant, you can literally use this head to toe, under your arms, on the bottom of your feet, under your breast, wherever you want to prevent any type of sweat, any type of odor. This stuff is the bomb, and I absolutely love it. I'm telling you, you want to try this. Now, again, I said this wasn't about brands, but I don't know a lot of other brands, if any, who do what they do as far as the whole body, entire body deodorant that is safe. This does not have any aluminum, no baking soda, no fragrance. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So any of those creases and crevices that you don't want sweating, use this stuff. I'm telling you, you will absolutely love it. And I love the fact that it's fragrance free. I mean, anytime that you're someone who likes to use your lotions and your perfumes and different things, you don't want everything having a different fragrance. So I love the fact that this is truly fragrance free. And speaking of fragrances, this one right here is, I would say, my favorite summertime fragrance. Now, this isn't one of your luxury brands, whatever. This is good old Michael Kors, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it. This Michael Kors White, awesome, awesome light summer scent. And I like this one more for the evenings, but such a good summer scent. So again, it's not about the brands. It's about doing what you want to do, but I had to let y'all know about this. It's so good. And I have this one for the house, and then I also have the little roll-on that I keep in my purse, and this is like my #1 summer fragrance. And keeping in the same vein with the fragrances, in the summertime, again, we know we get hot, we sweat. We're spraying our fragrances, we want them to last. This Vaseline all over body balm, perfect little hack. I take this body balm and I just put it lightly wherever I'm going to put my fragrance, and it's very light, it's not heavy, and I don't put it everywhere, just on those little key points where you're going to put your fragrance, and it helps for your fragrance to stay on your skin and not just melt away if you sweat, melt away if you get hot. It actually helps it to adhere. Fragrance free, no color to it at all. As you can see, it's not really greasy or anything. It's not like you're taking Vaseline out of the jar and putting it on you, and it's really, really light. And you can find this on Amazon.com. You can find this at Walmart, but just a little hack to help your fragrances last longer when you're out there in the summer heat. And so, last but certainly not least, probably the most important product of all that I've showed you today to keep your skin thrusting and thriving, hydrated and looking the way you want it to look and feeling the way that you want it to feel and being as healthy as you need it to be. The most important thing that you need is your good old water. Definitely make sure you get in at least a gallon of water each and every day, because again, you're out in the sun, you're getting hot, your body is sweating, which means you're losing water. So you want to make sure that you replenish it. And this is my go-to water. It's the Alkaline Plus from Sam's Club. It is the Members Mark brand, but it has your alkaline, it is pH, and it has your electrolytes as well. Y'all, water is so important. If you do all of this other stuff and you're not drinking your water, you're not taking care of your body inside or out. And we know that our skin is the largest organ of our body. And without our skin, what's going to keep everything else together? So you want to make sure that you're keeping your body hydrated, and drinking water is just so important. I mean, you can literally die from just dehydration. So how silly would that be? What is that thing on TikTok all the time? Dumb ways to die. Yeah, don't kill yourself by just not drinking water. It's not expensive. It's available just about everywhere. It doesn't have much of a taste, or you can put your lemon in it if you need some taste, but drink your water. This is definitely the most important thing. And so I drink several of these a day. I use them. I put them in my gallon jug. I make sure that I have one with me all the time in my beach bag by the pool. Don't just sip on your Mai Tai sitting by the pool. Just don't sip on your daiquiris. And I tell anybody, if you're on vacation, every time you have a drink, have a bottle of water. That way you are keeping your body hydrated, because I know we get out on vacation and we like to indulge and we like to have our cocktails. That's fine. But what are those beverages called? Alcoholic beverages. What is alcohol? An astringent. It dries you out. Not just rubbing alcohol, drinking alcohol as well will dehydrate you. So make sure that when you have a cocktail, you back it up with a bottle of water. So I hope this video has been informative and insightful for you guys. I hope that you're already doing all of these things, but if you're not, I hope I was able to help you and give you some tips and tricks, and maybe just show you some new products that you had never heard of before, because I want us all to have that hot girl summer, and we can't have that hot girl summer if we are not taking care of ourselves from the inside out. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I will link as many of these products as I can in the description box of the video so that you guys can have easy access to them all, and whichever ones I can add to my Amazon store, I will do that as well, and that link is always in the description box. So you guys have a wonderful, happy, and healthy summer out there, glowing and living your best life. I love each and every one of you to bits and pieces, and I appreciate you all for always tuning in and hanging out with your girl. And you know the drill. As always, be kind and love one another, but never forget to live your life. Love yourself first, explicitly, And I'll see y'all in the next one. Happy summer. Bye.
I always give away too much. It's like I've got no sense of touch. I'm always pouring out my heart. No, little by little here.